Every August and October, the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation surveys for quail. We do that by doing a 20-mile route in 75 of our 77 counties. The only two that we don't do are Oklahoma and Tulsa County. These surveys help to give us an idea of nest success and then recruitment into the fall for our hunting season numbers. Good morning. We're out here about 6:30 in the morning, just before sunrise. We get out here a little bit early so that we can take the weather parameters. We can monitor our wind level. We can look at our dew level on the grass, our temperature, so that we can get an idea of the weather parameters of what's going on out here. And then we'll also do that at the end of the survey so that we can have an idea of, did the weather change, and that might have impacted our ability to see birds. So here on one of our roadside surveys, they're about 20 miles long. This one was actually extended for a research project with Iowa State, so the one we're on is 25 miles. But as we're cruising along, we're primarily looking for quail, but pheasant as well. And then rabbits are also surveyed on this. But really, we're kind of getting an idea of any type of wildlife that are on the route, because seeing one type of wildlife might key us in to start looking for another type or anything like that. So really just kind of keeping our eyes peeled as we go along to see what is out here and what's around. And then on our survey form, we kind of write what all we see and hear and anything like that as we go along. These surveys may seem a little pointless to some, but they do give us a little bit of an insight into what quail numbers are doing. They don't give us the full picture, but they're one of the tools that we can use to help paint that picture, to help put some numbers together for our hunters as we get closer into fall, as well as helping scientists and biologists and technicians keep track of populations around the state. Well, that marks an end to our 25-mile route here on our August roadside survey. These surveys are one of the tools that we use to help monitor our populations of quail and other species that are using these areas. We'll be doing these surveys again in October, and then we'll be repeating this process again next year. Today was pretty successful. I'm pretty pleased. We saw a lot of pheasant, we saw a few quail, we saw plenty of dove and deer, and raccoons and coyotes and other wildlife. So it was a very successful day out here doing a roadside survey. So I'm glad you guys could join along, and hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did.